Alright. No happiness. The kill order. Let's get this started with the kill order. Why is it called the kill order? The virus is natural. Apparently, it is not. So, if you remember from the previous Maze Runner book series, you might actually remember that there are these Glazers, there's this Thomas guy, there's this Sarissa guy, and they're all like, hey, you know what? We're gonna go ahead, break away these wicked people, and boom, shove them up there. Shove this destruction up there at $. Figure that out yourself. And it works, except it didn't exactly go with their plan. They're like, occupy the base, and they're like, no, we're gonna destroy it! The rebels are like, destroy, no occupy, destroy, 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 destroy. And they're like, I think these guys are cranks. To be honest, I think they were cranks all the time. That's my opinion. However, apparently these guys are actual good people who are not cranks. Suspicious. Dun 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 dun. I hate this. Ugh. And so here we go. Now that we're here, let's just go ahead and talk about the kill order. Now, the kill order itself is actually a prequel to, well, this. Apparently, the prologue is a few hours before the beginning of the Maze Runner, and that's actually pretty fine with me. I'm fine with that. However, what I'm not fine about it is why isn't this the first book? Well, apparently because it's not a maze. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good, too. Before Wicked was formed, before the Glade was built, before Thomas ever entered that darn maze, there was literally sun flares, and they hit the earth really hard, and they killed most of the population. Then every government in the world decided, they're all like, hey, you know what? Here we go! And I'm not gonna tell you yet, so although you probably know. Mark and Trina were there when all happened. They were one of the few survivors of the sun flares. They survived, but now a virus is spreading, and this is what happened. A bunch of guys came and they're like, okay, we're living in a nice village, nice! And Mark and Trina come back with their good old soldier pal who looks like a buff Dwayne Johnson, the Rock. Dun 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 dun. Anyways, back to the real person. Here, Mark and Trina, they were there when it all happened, and we were coming back to the village, and then there are a bunch of green men in green suits. They're not green men, but they're in green suits with weird suits. They're all like, alright, charge, shoot. And they shot a bunch of darts. They hit a bunch of people, and in a few minutes, the ones that were hit are dead. And the ones who were grazed, well, yeah. And that all happened so fast. And then they're like, alright, why did they shoot at us? And Mark is like, alright, now let's go ahead. Yeah, on the rock. No, he doesn't actually say that. And he goes ahead, and they go aboard the ship, and they're like, hey, you know what? Get out here. And they start beating the hell out of them. My gosh, am I using the bad language so much? Anyways, this happened next. And lots of other things started coming next, too. And once they beat the hell out of them, they're all like, hey, so what's this box? I can't see it. And like, oh my goodness sake, and it literally has this label on. In fact, I can literally show you it. Let me show you. Ah, yes. Apparently it's this. Virus VC321XB47. Highly contagious. 24 darts. Extreme caution. And he's like, alright, so... Alec. So Alex says to us, do you found any weapons there? Yeah? Darts? Virus darts? Really? Oh, so that's what they're shooting at. Why do they want to shoot a virus at us? I don't really know. And then when they ask the pilot, they're like, just following orders. Literally, she actually says like that. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Just following orders. Orders. Like the robot. That was weird. In between chapters, however, whenever he like goes to sleep, he goes ahead and has pretty bad memories. One chapter will be bad memories. The next one will be like, alive, I'm in the present. The next one will be bad memories about what happened before the sun flare and when the sun flares hit. And the next one will be like, I'm awake. Seriously, Alec? Why'd you wake me up? However, there's this one good chapter where he and Trina just go ahead in the cave and literally just sleep together. So I guess it's kind of like flirtations. I'm not sure why James Dashner would write a kid's book with all that in it. But then again, this is like young novel adult books. I'm 12, James Dashner. Alright, anyways, he actually probably didn't intend me to read this darn thing. Alright, so the kill order. Back to the kill order. And so they're all that, and then they go back to their village. They find a bunch of cranks, as they call themselves. And apparently, cranks are zombies. they're basically people with murderous rage, and they find these weapons. That can literally, if you in one shot, they turn any human that gets hit into a bunch of dust. And also the raised wise, it's kind of like Iron Man. Pew 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 pew. Except there's a bunch of limited bullets, and anyone can steal it without a code. So, okay, back to the present. So that all happens, and they are like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna put out of this guy's out of my misery. Pew! Pew! And then that all happens. And then literally they finally realize they're all infected with the virus, and they're like, okay, so what now? And then apparently the main character here, Mark, he's infected with the virus, is like, hey, you know what? Whatever, I don't care about these cranks, but they're too religious. They're like, this virus is from demons, please forgive us demons, we will do anything you want, even killing this little girl. Wait, hang on a second, this little girl was shot, but she didn't die, it was 2 months ago. She's a demon, kill her! Yeah, apparently, she's 4 years old, no, 5 years old at most people. How is she, a little 5-year-old, so responsible for this? Sure, she survived, but it's because of her genetic makeup. She's a mutant, which actually is pretty lucky for her. Except they're all like, demon girl, you're the reason why the virus is here, demon girl. Hey guys, Bart comes in and is like, actually, these guys did. You are also demon too. I mean, imagine like this. You try like, you find out they're blaming someone, and they're like, actually, we found evidence, and these guys are doing it, and you give them a bunch of evidence, like, because, like, you're saying they're like, okay, let me try this here. You are a religious cult leader, and then suddenly a virus is on your plane, and then they all came from people shooting darts, and everyone who got hit died. Except for one girl who was 5 years old, and you're very, very religiously cult related, and then it's been 2 months, and they're like, alright, even the ones that were infected still died in a month, but this one has no symptoms, has nothing. She must be a demon, because apparently it's your religion to call these people demons. And they're like, kill this girl's a demon. And then suddenly a bunch of people show up, and they call you a liar and give you a bunch of evidence. They're like, alright, these guys are liars. That evidence is fake, and you call them demons. Yeah, does that make actually any sense to you? No? Good, because that makes 0 sense to me and the people. And so the guys, apparently they're Mark and Alec, they go save Dee Dee, and then they find Trina, because apparently 3 people were kidnapped. These 3 people, well, there's another person, but the 3 people were kidnapped, and then they were sent to these guys by a bunch of military officials who just want to end the flare once and for all, for information. That all happens, and then they're all like, hey, thanks for the tip, you know. So, you know what we're gonna do now? Up, prisoners. And that all happens. Wow, so fast. And so, apparently, Mark and Alex spied on these guys, and they found like, alright, meeting's over, but before one more thing, there are 2 spies behind me, so please shoot them. Wait, what? How did he know? Run away! And they run away, they somehow get into the cockpit, they slam a pilot off the door, as a sudden, it's like, happens like this. Can I have an extra hand here by any chance? No? And they're like, and now they're under a door, and they're like, and the pilot's stuck on the door, and he's like, kick, ow. That must actually hurt a lot. And so they eventually kick the guy out of the door while it's slamming shut. That is so darn hurtful. It's like way more hurtful than a scrape. And then they realize everyone's infected. Everyone's gonna die, except this TD girl. Go ahead, save yourself. Bye-bye. And they treated her like the mother and father. And she probably thought that she and he were his mother and father, except that she knew they weren't, and they were already dead, and yeah, that's about it. And then in the epilogue, however, there's a little meeting about Teresa, and then Teresa revealed about Teresa from this, and this. And then she revealed that when she was 5 years old, before she was called Teresa, she was called DB. And so we get to know Teresa even more. Wow, the betrayer was the 5-year-old traumatized boy. Wow, that's way more cursed than this all combined together. Minus this. Sorry, this. I mean this. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, shout out, peace, and always wear a helmet. Bye-bye. Demons. Demons are everywhere. There are demons right there. Bye.